the roof is closed, but as you can probably tell, the mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction of the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D, as their guys will do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Returnable here for Davis. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be second and very short. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On second down now, it's Elliott. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched him on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
And it's 3rd down.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. From the gun, Murray going deep for Hopkins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
At the 44-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. Let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
So much about offense is what we call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Prescott to throw on 4th. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He starts by handing this off to Drake. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
A gain of 13 yards. And a Cardinal first down.
Shotgun now from Murray. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up.
And it'll be intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The first carry for Wendell Smallwood. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Throwing, Prescott. His man, that's Cooper. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Cooper's first catch, and good for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Prescott to throw it. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
A first down carry by Elliott. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice gain.
At the 26-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Elliott, and he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off. Right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Greg Zuerlein on for the field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the 1st half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now on 1st down, break again. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
He was tackled at the 46.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And now we'll hook up downfield on 2nd down. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. From the gun, Murray. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try and pound it into Drake. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this 1st half of action. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray, as the first half is winding down, and the Cardinals have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Cardinals 7, Cowboys 3. Zane Gonzalez.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Make it to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Following the penalty, it's first and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Final play of the half, Prescott. Nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Cardinals with a first and 10 at the 41-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. Looking outside, and he's got a man. That's Drake. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Cardinal first down.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
He's tackled at
the tackle there by Antoine Woods.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Murray a give. This is Drake. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, there's someone who's running the football with a big smile on his face, and that's Kenyon Drake. Because you remember last year he was in Miami, wasn't getting many carries, not a lot of success, but in midseason ended up in Arizona and became a huge weapon for the Cardinals. 8 touchdowns the second half of the season, utilized really well. Big-time skilled player who can run it and catch it out of the backfield. He has finally found a home and a place for his talents.
Give him 40 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
At the 17-yard line.
Murray's going to set up the throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Third down and 6 yards to go.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Murray. Able to find Kirk complete. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. And Murray's going to keep this. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. It's their quarterback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Cardinals 14, Cowboys 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Tackle made there by Buda Baker.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. That That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. TJ Green with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
1st and 10.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And all the way down to the 26.
Complete to number 8.
A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray escaping the pressure right, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Murray eluding the pressure right, and he comes back with one complete, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Murray hooking up with Kirk for an Arizona 1st down.
Cardinal 1st down.
Now Murray again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Daniels that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
10.
From the gun, it's Drake. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Murray. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Cardinals 21, Cowboys 3. Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brought down by Patrick Peterson. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 30-yard line.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Prescott, this to Jarwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz.
Prescott.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the
now Prescott. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll throw again. Prescott. He'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. Not much there, only a yard. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. He's going to let it fly. Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked by Brandon Williams.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. Going deep for Hopkins. And it's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
It's a gain of...
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Drake.
Murray.
It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
back to throw it. Murray. Flush to his right, and that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jordan Lewis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. One last shot now for Prescott. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Baker with a pick. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
The 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Murray. This will be caught, but forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Without question, when you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the sport.